Jericho was straitly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thy hand Jericho, and the king thereof, even the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all the men of war, going about the city once. Thus thou shalt do 6 days, and 7 priests shall bear 7 rams' horns before the ark. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the horns. And it shall be that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the horn, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall go up every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests, and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 rams' horns before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, Pass on, and compass the city, and let the armed body pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it was so that when Joshua had spoken unto the people, the 7 priests bearing the 7 rams' horns before the Lord passed on, and blew with the horns, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priests that blew the horns, and the rear ward went after the ark, the priests blowing with the horns continually. And Joshua commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor let your voice be heard, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you shout. Then shall ye shout. So he caused the ark of the Lord to compass the city, going about at once. And they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. And the 7 priests bearing the 7 rams' horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually, and blew with the horns. And the armed men went before them, and the rear ward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests blowing with the horns continually. And the 2nd day they compassed the city once, and returned into the camp. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early at the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the horns, that Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. How long do we have to be trotting this sod? How many times must we listen for God? This priest fellow next to me keeps a shofar near me. I just want to go home. My eye is shedding a tear. How weak my faith is as I march this round. 3 times already I feel like to drown. The townspeople are laughing. I can hear their sounds. What am I doing as I look at this ground? Some priest I am to be called a fool by a town full of enemies. I feel like I haven't got a clue how to listen to God in this madness of sneer. So hard to have faith in a God I must fear. I look down at my feet one more time again. Feels like I've done this a million times. And then I feel a yearning in my spirit, and look at my next priest kin. He's feeling it too. We're going to blow the horns. When? Leader Joshua's up at the front of the march. He's waving his hands above the silence we're about to start. Already it's here. Now's the time. I look at the high sun. It's our time to shine. I look at my priest brother who's readying his long shofar. Is this what we're supposed to be doing in the face of those dwellers afar? I keep my hand steady on the shorter horn of mine. I'm listening for the first blast before I make my horn whine. Oh, why does our God be so mysterious and strange? I'm supposed to be a man of great courage to lead a king. A priest's struggle of faith is not to be known, but here I am a Kohen Gadol. Okay, there's the start of the blast in my ears. Makes me jump in my heart even after all these years. Okay, now's my turn to make the horn yell. Is this all there is? A trumpet blast loud and well? The wind that I blow makes me feel ill. Sounding this horn, my ears feel to pop. My chest constricts every which way. Can't wait till I'm done I look to my kin over next near me. We both sense something is amiss. Could this be God in our midst? From somewhere back behind in our march, I'm hearing a scream. No two, no three, these aren't the yells of a celebratory blast. I can tell these are people yelling at their last. Chills go up my spine as I keep blowing my horn. This is what God says, I'm a priest, this is why I was born. I see some dust rising in clouds in the far back of the city. The walls are suddenly falling inward and I'm supposed to not have pity. To hear these sounds of death, to see the people die, oh my God, only to you will I cry. To know these people are my enemies, to know they hate my God and me, this is the reason for their enmity. I'm still blowing my shofar, and suddenly can't see, there's a commotion to my left of the city. My fellow priests and sojourners are motioning for me to turn around and flee. I look closer, and oh me! The walls are falling near my stead. I'm now running, I have to cover my head. My horn hits my hip as I run to the group. My visions are now over, I must recoup. I gather my breath and stand aside. I'm heaving and huffing, my hands on my thighs. I look over ahead of me in the spans of the land. No more walls of the city, I just can't understand. Every which way I look and hear distant screams. The dust cloud has expansed. This is like a bad dream. I can't get over God's hand in this. All I did was a priest's job, and then this. How am I supposed to feel to be a person of faith? To see other people die because of their planned fate? To know my God is that holy and just, to wipe out a city in Jericho dust. And the city shall be devoted, even it and all that is therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the devoted thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed by taking of the devoted thing. So should ye make the camp of Israel accursed and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are holy unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted, and the priests blew with the horns. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the horn, that the people shouted with a great shout, and the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. Joshua 6:1-16.